By the way, guys, when you come to Cuba, put the tissue in the bin beside
Yes,
the
you
toilet.
don't put it in the
You
toilet.
don't put the tissue in the toilet. I don't know if the toilet is strong enough. Camera action. Boom.
Hola.
Buenas.
Wow.
I'm Regina Smith, a third-year medical student.
I'm Chadale Walker, fifth-year medical student.
Kamoy Brown, 5th year medical student.
And we are studying in Guantanamo, Cuba. Not Guantanamo, Cuba.
So first impressions of Cuba. A little excited, going to a whole different culture. Thinking about this new place, new experiences and thing, and it's Cuba, medical school, the opportunities that medicine will bring. Oh my gosh, when you hear about Cuba, you hear about this exciting new range of medicine and all that kind of thing. But what you
Me, I think, ladies before gentlemen.
Alright, well, honestly, I was excited because for me, I always wanted to learn a new language. And so into Cuba would mean that I would be learning Spanish. And I was like, great, I'm not going to be this Spanish. I can speak a second language and all this stuff there. So, I was excited. I was trying for like a new experience, something different. So I was really excited to study medicine in a different country, especially a country where it's like well known all around the world for medicine. So it was exciting.
Yeah, for me, equally, I was very excited. Well, more excited the idea of being a doctor more than anything else because at UWI I was like, ain't nobody affording that. I was like, yeah, Cuba, get the scholarship. I did history, Caribbean history, and funny enough, I did the Cuban Revolution.
For your project, right?
For
Yeah.
my project, and I didn't have a slide this idea that I was coming to Cuba, but yeah. And I was really excited, I was like, all cars and tobacco and Latinas and, all of these, stuff. But yeah.
few things that we're gonna miss about Cuba. The one that we share in common is the general safety and the security of this place.
Maybe they're not safe.
I can wear my jewelry. I can walk with my phone.
I have my phone in my back pocket. I don't have to worry about anything.
I remember there was a time we were walking in a place called the Sur, and she had her purse in the back, the open part of the bag. And if I hadn't seen it, nobody would have chocolate stuff like that. You walk in
Any hours of the night.
any hours of the night.
Nobody
See
bothers
crime
you.
and stuff like that. Mind you, stuff happens, but
Yeah, but
really,
it's very,
it's
very
an orderly society.
And obviously, you have those places that are a little less secure. But in other words, we just feel a level of safety that we are really definitely gonna miss when we live here.
One thing I'm gonna miss most about Cuba is when you meet new persons, Cubans, and they ask you where you're from, and you're like, oh, I'm from Jamaica, or I'm like,
And
so they're Jamaica, and they're like, oh my God, Jamaica, Yama. Honestly, I'm gonna miss that. And the conversation that you have with the people and to find out how much they know about your country without you even saying much, I'm really gonna miss that.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, I definitely miss all of that, but as you guys know, my experience in Cuba has been I'm gonna really, really miss the simple life,
Yeah.
Cuba is a very simple life, it's not no wow life with everything and all the amenities. It cannot teach me how to work
How to be humble.
the toughest conditions,
Essential
right?
needs.
To work with the basics and to make the best of it, how to invent that, how to improvise. You don't have one thing to say me that I've learned so much in Cuba, from cooking, baking. Everybody who never been nothing, come Cuba and learn.
And get a career,
You have to
a
turn your
second
hand for
opportunity.
so much
You
things
don't
you
have
don't have
something.
here. So you
There's
have
so
to
much things
invent.
that they don't have, and then you see the Cubans, and they say, oh, don't do that, do this.
And
You're
they
like,
make it
you
happen.
didn't even know that was even an option.
I definitely miss that, the persons we would have met and the international students,
The bonds and the friendships I've found here, trust me, that's one thing I'm definitely going to go back to.
And another thing is just the scenery, the ability to move about, the cheapness of what it used to be.
Yeah.
You understand? Imagine going to see
Jamaica,
sites.
dear computer.
Going
traveling.
to see sites, traveling as a resident here, it's
As a student.
way more affordable to do certain things, to see certain places, go hiking, experience the different architecture. For example, in Santiago, you can find a Castle Maria or something like Castillo Maria
Castillo del Moro.
del Moro. See, it's a beautiful place. The scenic, the photogenic areas that, you know, when you feel like you're ready for dress up and thing, you don't have to worry about a big photo shoot or nothing. A simple walk to a park across
You know, a lot of like, you know, the gym culture. I miss the gym culture.
The gym, the modern
everybody here
events,
works out. Like,
the appreciation that these people
have
show
for life, you know, for their health,
for their revolution and stuff like that. In every province that you go, you will have a Plaza de Revolution, and it is, you can see the structure of what is there is just amazing. The things these people turn and make from their own hand, sit down and do the blood, sweat and tears. Well, we would have said,
see, they have their own vaccine because they can't get the vaccine. But they have before vaccine. Like,
the efficiency of the Cubans, when they're ready. So that's a couple of things that we're going to miss about Cuba. Discoveries about myself. Yeah. Well, this is myself, so I can't say personally. But personally, for me, learning how to become independent in a completely different country for me was something that shocked myself in a way that, you know, how should I put it? It's beyond any explanation, and this is one of the things that I'm pretty grateful for. Because imagine coming straight out of an environment where things are provided for you, to coming to a place where you had to go out and get stuff for yourself, taking the bus, how to take a taxi, how to get from place to place. Imagine if I didn't have these people around me, it would just be me alone, and that's one of the other things we have to be grateful for, like the company that we surround ourselves with in this country. So you can imagine just sharing that amongst yourself and sharing that amongst the people that you have come to know as your family here. Just helps to build in that personal relationship, not just with yourself, but with those around you. So that's basically the independence part is what got me here. That shocked me.
There's so many things I discovered about myself. I think I've become a totally different person since I've gotten here. Totally different person. But one thing for me, I think is like how adaptable I have become, adaptable to certain situations. For example, from living by myself, well, not by myself, but like having a room to myself, to living with 8 persons when I just came to
18 in my time.
Well, you went to boarding school, but I've never actually had the experience where I had to like share your living space with people. So like I learned how adaptable I was, and it came very easy, you know, learning to live with other people. And then like I also think that these are things that are important in becoming a doctor, because when you're a doctor, it's not only about how you come and you treat a person, you have to know like how to treat a person, like not just why they come here, but how do you relate to them. And like living in a space where it's not Jamaicans you're living with people from different countries, different cultures. Everything they do is different. The way they eat, the way they bathe, everything is just different. So like learn how to really adapt to different situations, different circumstances. I think like that's something that I really discovered about myself, how like adaptable and versatile I have become. This is something that I also love about Cuba as well. They don't just train you to be a doctor, they train you to be a human. It's just an experience. Like I just can't explain. It's very
you have to live it, guys.
Right? Yeah, you have to live it. Like if you
We can't explain everything here.
You come here as a tourist and you get one experience. When you come here as a student, you live here, you're surrounded by the people.
And they should come with an open mind.
Yeah, you have to be open-minded a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, my favorite Cuban phrase. It's look at I.
It's look at I.
It's look at I. It's look at I. Or when you say
so many favorite Cuban. You know, for me, the most shocking thing, I would say, like, basically, you know, when you think of Cuba, everybody thinks of the conventional Cuba. Like, hey, as I said before, old cars and, you know, the music, you know, salsa and tobacco. And even rum, Cuba is very famous for rum. And you think about even, you know, the Cuban cigars. Everybody, you know, Cuban cigars is like, I was like, okay, old cars and new buildings. Yeah, the architecture. But, you know, that's really just Havana. Would you believe that? Like, when you travel Cuba and you get to see more, you get to see how diverse Cuba is. Even, you know, even the very, you know, let's say ethnic diversity. I'm talking about in one section of the island you see like really predominantly white people. Then in this section it's like
predominantly black
people. And it's like so mixed, it's like a real melting pot, you know, of cultures, ethnicities, and you know, like it's so diverse. Like I was like, what, Cuba kind of remind me of Jamaica. Like,
in a sense.
nature stuff and waterfalls and zip lining and all kind of stuff. And I was like, wow.
In its
I
own
never
way. Yeah.
imagined that, Cuba would have have all of them stuff. I just thought it'd be like, wow, them says a communist country.
Right?
And it was like,
Because they're coming to be your old building.
that was the most shocking thing, like how diverse it was, culturally and how it looked and everything. My favorite traits, as I said, like, I really adapted.
Yeah.
Mr. Cuban.
He's Cuban, right? He's no longer Jamaican.
Everybody should know this. If you're coming to Cuba, you should know que hola, sere, or no I.
No, I. Or you know what thing was interesting for me? Kebola.
Keola.
I'm not like Kebola.
Keola, because Ebola is like a ball, but you're like, Keola, what's up? What one? Keola,
Buenas.
When you're actually immersed, the experience
in the culture, yeah.
is so surreal that you're like, am I living sometimes you're thinking you're living like in a old 60s movies with all the cars and everything, then another time you're like, wow, this is like a whole other part of Cuba, as you even mentioned the banyo, we should have even mentioned that. By the way, guys, when you come to Cuba, put the tissue in the bin beside
Yes,
the
you
toilet.
don't put it in the toilet.
You don't put the tissue in the toilet. I don't know if the toilet has strong enough. Go, 1, 2, pow.
Havana is not the only tourist site in Cuba. You got so many places.
Guantanamo is not Guantanamo Bay.
Exactly.
Totally two different places.
This is Guantanamo.
We're in Guantanamo.
And this is Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cubans are normal people. They don't walk around with like guns over their head and like soldier and military.
Yeah.
Anyway,